Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you're still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go. All right. Everybody knows it's all super unofficial right here, So I like walk over here while I turn it on and all that stuff. So what's up, man? Today we got Godmother out of Miami, currently residing in Los Angeles, right?
Yes, sir.
So welcome. Why don't you take some time and introduce yourself here?
What's up, y'all? I am Giovanni the Godmother. I am a singer, rapper, songwriter living in Los Angeles now, from Miami, Florida originally. So I'm at right now. I am 6'2" tall, deep melodic, baby, deep melodic.
And you sing and you can freestyle, right?
Yes.
Because I saw one of your reels, you were freestyling on there and stuff, man. It was pretty dope.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you prefer, to sing or rap, or you like switching it up?
I like switching it up.
Okay.
I like switching it up. I mean, I'm definitely in my singing R&B era, things like that right now. However, I feel the rap side of me, that side has really blossomed out. So I'm gonna say I like a little bit of both. I don't like limiting myself.
Oh, all right. Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's cool to keep your options open, especially as songs come on, right? There's a delay on the TV for a little bit, like I think like 2 minutes and shit,
Yeah. It's actually cool to see myself. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird to me and shit. Yeah. But to me, cause like, sorry, losing my train of thought right here, cause I'm trying to post the video right here as a short so people can tap in,
No,
But yeah, so growing up, were you born and raised in Miami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how is it growing up? Like, what part of Miami?
I lived in different parts. Definitely Dade County, 305. Trick Daddy Trigger City girl with it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I lived in North Miami, Liberty City. I've lived in Brickell. I've lived in Miami Shores. There are quite a few different areas out there.
All right. Yeah. And it's like party town, isn't it?
That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
It's a party town.
Is that?
It is.
It can be.
It can be.
Yeah. All
There's
right.
different elements to Miami. Like if you want to go, if you want to be more chill, there's areas for that. If you want to pop out and really have everything, you can pop out. Miami, I guess, is known for that because on the West Coast, everything closes at 2. But
Oh
on
yeah.
Miami, I mean, you can run all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like New York. You know, I know I've been to New York, and it's like I felt like you lose track of time because like so many people are outside, no matter what time it is and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
know,
like
so it's
that.
like Miami like that too.
Yeah, Miami's
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, yeah.
And
And
it's,
then because I know a couple people that visited Miami, like mostly what's that famous like not Palm Beach, right? But
West Palm Beach.
where they serve you drinks like on the beach and shit.
Oh, okay, West Palm Beach is something different. That's
Uh-huh.
way more north of Miami. That's about
Uh-huh.
2 hours north of
Oh,
Miami.
all right.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a retirement area. That's
Oh,
like all
okay.
the
Yeah.
rich white folks after they've done everything,
Yeah,
they buy
yeah.
a house and go golf all day.
That's what Miami is known for too, the retirees and
Yeah,
shit, right? You
yeah.
know? It's
Florida,
humid too,
at
right?
least Florida, at least.
Yeah, Florida, yeah.
Florida.
And it gets humid out there too, right?
It does. It's
Yeah.
very.
Like how do you deal with the humidity? Are you like used to it or is
Oh,
that
I'm used to that. I
Oh,
love
really?
it. It's great.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's great for your hair, skin.
Yeah.
It's great for your body. I mean, who?
Oh,
wants
your
to live-
pores open like you're in a sauna and shit. You know?
No, it's
Yeah.
not like that.
That's how I felt, you know?
Oh, my
I've never
hair
been
grows-
to Miami, but I've experienced I think the only place in Florida I've been to is Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
Yeah.
a little humid there too when I went. You know?
Yeah, all the east coast of Florida is gonna be humid and things like
Uh-huh.
that. Orlando's a touristy area too. 'Cause
Yeah.
you got all the theme parks and stuff like
Yeah.
that there. So it is. If you're a West Coast person, West Coast is very dry.
Mhm.
Very dry.
Yeah.
Weather's dry. Water's dry. So you gotta you gotta be prepared. It's a different kind of heat here compared to
Mhm.
Miami. Miami is hot, it's humid, but it's moist air.
Oh,
Out
alright.
here, I feel like it's gonna be. If it's dry and it's heat, you're gonna need some water. And it's
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been to humid places too, and then like to me, I hate getting ready and then stepping outside and sweating.
Okay, that's what what
You
I
know?
get. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're showered up, you feel nice and clean, and then
Yeah.
you step outside and now you're
clammy,
sticky
yeah,
and
you
stuff,
sticky,
right?
Yeah. Okay, I could get that. I definitely get
So that's one reason I don't like. And I've been to some humid areas where like I'm dripping and sweat. It could be because I'm fat too,
Oh,
right? You know, I got more calories to burn and shit, man. You know.
that. Damn.
But like for you, so how was it growing up, like in your cities that you lived in, like growing up as a kid? You know.
It was really great. I grew up multicultural,
Mm-hmm.
so I can speak some Spanish. My family's
alright.
mixed. Miami's its own island, its own city, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have a little bit of everything there. People not segregated. They're not, you can have Latino neighbors, white neighbors, Jamaican
Oh,
neighbors.
really? Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
not like here, you know, like it's kind of mixed too, but there's usually like black communities or
Yeah.
Hispanic communities and white communities.
We have
right?
those too, because we
Yeah.
have areas like Little Haiti, Little Havana,
All right.
where it's predominantly Latino in
Sure.
a sense, but they're
Mhm.
named that. However, Miami is not only that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like out here, it can be a little separated depending on cultures.
Uh-huh.
Miami is not like you can grow up and have your neighbor be a Cuban neighbor, and your other neighbor could be a Jamaican or Indian, and y'all grew up your whole life together. So it's really, I had a really good childhood, and I really love the fact that I was able to experience so many different cultures in one city.
Yeah, that is pretty cool actually too.
Yeah.
You know, like to me, I mostly grew up around Hispanics, some blacks and some Samoans and stuff. You
Okay,
know?
now Samoans is
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
for
Oh,
me.
to you, right? Yeah.
Miami, I don't see a lot of Samoans in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tongans, Samoans, and all that, right?
No,
Now.
out here, I've experienced that more out here, and
Yeah,
I've learned
for
about like
sure.
new Indians and things like that.
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
yeah, definitely. What up, Reckless? What up, Lisa? Man, thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all. Make
What's
sure y'all hit
up?
that like button too. You know. But yeah, definitely. So you know a lot of Cubans and stuff growing up.
Yeah, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, a lot of the islands.
Yeah, right.
The
Because
ones-
everybody kind of lands there and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trip. And then, like, what years were you growing up right there as a kid?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Like, what years? Like in the 90s or
Oh,
the 2000s?
years. Yes, 90s. Yeah,
Yeah?
90s and 2000s.
All right,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
90s and-
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are my main eras.
Uh-huh.
Definitely living in Miami.
Mhm.
Some of the best eras, best music eras too.
Yeah, that is for sure. Yeah, I like the 80s and stuff.
Really?
For some reason. You know, I feel like if I had to choose a time zone, a timeline where I can live, I would choose the 50s first.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it was maybe calmer or less hectic, you know?
Oh wow.
You know,
50s?
slower life, you know?
Yeah.
And I like the 80s because I do like the 80s vibe. Like, I like, because that's when like real fashion was coming out, right? Like, they had a lot of like clubs
a
and
lot of big transitionings were happening.
big time,
in
right?
80s.
Music in general was
Yeah.
like experimenting and stuff. So I think it was like a great time to be. I was born 84, so from 84, but I remember like 92 maybe I could go as far back as 92. You know.
Okay. Yeah, right when you have like as a child and you grow up and you finally start remembering things around that era.
Yeah, I remember 92, 93 the most. Like from 93 on, I can remember almost every major thing for sure.
That's lit.
You know?
If I had to pick a timeline before the time that I was born in, because I do like the time that I was born in, I really do feel like artistry-wise, sonically, I was able to. We were able actually to witness a lot of greats come up. You know, during the time we witnessed people like Aaliyah, we witnessed people like Lauryn Hill, we witnessed people like, you know, even for the Latino market, like I love me some Daddy Yankee and I've been through things like that, Pitbull, things like that. But if I had to pick an era, it'd probably be the 60s.
Oh, the 60s?
I love Austin Powers era. Wherever's
Austin
Powers.
That is true. Yeah.
Movie, baby.
Yeah, that is.
I wanna be, you know.
Yeah. He made it fun for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
You seen the movies, I'm like, I've been outside all the time.
He definitely made it fun. But yeah, so like growing up, like, is Pitbull really big out there too?
Yeah.
Big time, right? Yeah, for sure.
Pitbull, I feel like Pitbull had a really great era and coming out his music, and it hit Miami real hard.
Yeah, for sure.
He definitely reps Miami too, so that's why we
love him. He definitely does and stuff. Because I've seen that he does a lot of things. Oh, Lisa said I missed the 80s. Best time in my life and shit.
Oh, really? 80s is fun.
Yeah.
I was born in the late 80s, so I didn't really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember him like me, right?
I don't remember him.
Yeah,
No,
definitely. Yeah. But yeah, so what was it like growing up as a kid? What kind of music did you listen to? Like, what's the, you know, the memories, the earliest memories you have of music?
You know, the earliest memories, that's a great one. The earliest memories I have is my mom, my grandmother. My mom used to sing, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
My mom was a singer. She used to be in this group, and then she became a solo artist. And my mom actually had one hit record on the radio. And she was
nice.
Working,
Yeah.
So it's kind of been in my blood like that. I remember her music, and she would take me to practices, and then I remember the music that they would play. So my mom, my stepdad, and my grandmother, I would be hearing Al Green. I'd be hearing Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Love Janet Jackson.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Sure. Yeah.
I'd be hearing a lot of the previous greats, you know, even R&B artists. Like I would hear Silk and R&B singers like that. Mary J. Blige, Anita Baker was a big one. She had that on rotation all the time.
Yeah, Anita Baker. Yeah.
Yes, I would hear them. I would hear Barry White, Luther Vandross. So a lot of those iconic, soulful artists that were before, very old school classics.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of like the music that you were inspired by in a way, right?
Yes, it started with them.
It started with them, And then that's kind of like what people are listening to at home because of their parents and stuff, right?
Yeah,
you know?
My parents loved music. They were very open sonically to different sounds and music. They would sing and play things.
Yeah, like right now, my kids, I guess if they were asking that question, I have 3 kids, right?
Nice.
So they would be like, oh yeah, I like Eazy-E and Tupac and stuff, you know? Because that's what I'm bumping and stuff, you know? Yeah. Right now, I was talking about this yesterday. My daughters got me listening to Taylor Swift all day. As soon as they get in my car, they slap it on the radio and stuff. Cat's Eye and Taylor Swift, man, you know? They said Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation is fly, yes.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson, that's one of the most historical albums that came out. That really where she really defined herself a lot more. You know, that's a throwback one with them.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift, shout out to Taylor Swift though. Taylor Swift is dope.
To me, it's amazing, like how crazy somebody can become as a superstar. Like Michael Jackson. You know, there's a few, right? There's not that many that go to that worldwide level, right? But like Taylor Swift is at that level now, right?
Yeah.
You know, you remember Madonna. I mean, I think Drake's at that level too, right? Drake can go anywhere in the world and people know him and know his music, right?
Level.
You know?
Yeah.
That's always been like interesting to me, you know? My daughter started watching football because Taylor Swift started going to the Kansas City games. You know, because she's dating that guy Travis Kelce, which plays for the Chiefs and stuff. You know,
that's right. Yes.
So just the little glimpse that they play of her watching the game, you know, like in the box,
cute.
and my daughter's like, I like Kansas City, you know. So she inspires people to do stuff, you know. So I'm just like, man, you know.
And look at the generation now. I mean, you having 3 kids born in this era. Those are great ways where your kids are now. She'll know what football is now.
Yeah,
She's
for sure.
Taylor Swift. It opens the door to many new ventures and opportunities for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a you know, going back to what you said, it's a great time right now for you, right? Like in this time, especially for being an artist, right? Because growing up like in the 50s or even 10 years ago, it would have been difficult for you to get noticed as an artist, right?
because there was a limited handful of artists only, right? I don't know if you know, but like not everybody can be famous and stuff back then, right? Now you can become famous from your living room.
That's true.
You get me? So like as an artist, I think it's a big plus. Now it just saturates the market, I think, so it's hard for you to stand out, right? You know, but
depending on who the person is,
mm-hmm.
there is pros and cons to it.
Sure.
I do like the era of a little bit of mysterious, because back then we didn't have all of these social medias. You know, you found an artist who got discovered and then they would pop up on your TV and then you fall in love with them, you know, and you didn't know everything about them.
Yeah.
Now it's more of, for me, it's like I get the opportunity for artists to become famous and you're able to show yourself, but it's also one of those things where the pony show behind it. Like you gotta show up and, you know, you got people there, you gotta post 10 videos a day to get noticed. You gotta do this a day. You gotta
beat
like,
the
algorithm,
who wants
to do
right?
that shit. Know? Like I don't want to be on no pony show. Like I'm not gonna, you know. Now I'm embracing it more, and that's probably why my social medias I've been behind, because I hated that whole idea of me having to get up and jump through hoops for people for them to see what I am. But at the same time, I also know that that's our resume today.
Sure.
You know, that's where you showcase who you are. So my mindset has changed on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause back then you got to remember, if the label, didn't pay for your studio, you weren't making music back then. Right.
Yeah. In a sense. Yeah.
In a sense. Like you had to know somebody that can get you into the studio. And even if you made an album, it wasn't getting distributed out
you had to be discovered.
Yeah. Right. You get me?
Yeah.
You could have an album and sit with it because nobody was playing it. Yeah. Now you can upload your own music to Apple Music and it's there.
But the indie artist world is great too.
Definitely.
Because you're able to make your own platform. Like you don't necessarily need to rely on labels these days to become a major artist.
You don't need to be like Vanilla Ice and stuff, huh?
What?
Remember? I mean, honestly, Ice Ice Baby to me is fire.
Well, everybody loves that song.
You know, but that wasn't what he wanted to do. He's like one of those rocker guys. I don't know if you've seen his story.
Oh, really?
So the label made him do that. Put the pants on, the whole 9 dancing and all that, but he never wanted to do that. Wow. So he's actually like a rocker. He does music. He works construction, I think, right now. Should have stayed listening to the label, I guess, if he was getting checks, right?
I mean, but you can't lie on that, because that's what got him the attention.
Yeah. And then now he sings like that hardcore rock, like the one where they yell at the mic. I don't even think it's considered rock, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, like some crazy stuff.
Their voice is all raspy and stuff. No.
They fire the crowd up for sure, though. What's up, Nefarious, man? Thanks for coming through, bro. But yeah, I trip out because I heard there's plenty of stories like that, right? Where they followed the label's lead, and because they know how to make
That's
stars,
how Pink came out. You remember Pink?
Yeah, I remember Pink.
Pink started off as a hip-hop R&B singer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She came out with the pink hair, the glasses, and it was fire. It got everybody to it because everybody was like, who is this white girl singing like this?
Yeah, all raw and stuff, you know?
And then she had to transition herself into the rock, which I guess she felt that was more home to her.
Sure.
But some people, you got to start off a certain way, you know?
Yeah, you definitely.
I mean, at least to this day, we know who Vanilla Ice is, so that's
true. I mean, he's the one-hit wonder, you know? There's a couple of them like that, which is a trip, you know? But yeah, so getting inspired. So like when do you remember making your own music? Like how far back does that go? Like, or like when did you realize like, oh, I want to do music, or, you know, this is what I want to do?
My whole life I've been singing. My whole
for
life.
Fun and stuff, kind of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I did birthday parties as a kid. It would me and 2 cousins. We would perform at birthday parties.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we were like the little baby Destiny Childs.
Yeah.
And literally, we would sing. I did talent shows in my school, and I had a knack for it. It's funny, it didn't hit me till later on in life how much I was really doing it. Because back then it was just a thing. I loved to sing. I was singing around the house all the time. I would sing so much that my mom would be like, "Shut up!" She was like, "Okay, Jabaya, turn it up." Like, you know, because I would sing all the time. But it didn't hit me that this was something that I really had a talent for until later on.
Sure.
You know, I played basketball. I was tall. Everybody, you know, I love sports. I was a tomboy. I wanted to, you know, become a WNBA player, things like that.
Okay, that's cool. Shit. Yeah.
So I did that beforehand.
And what kind of like, so through high school, junior high, you played basketball?
I did.
Or like as a young kid too, like in the leagues?
I did middle school, for a league and all that stuff too, and in high school as well.
Okay, cool. And like, what made you kind of not pursue that? I mean,
I
obviously, if you didn't get a deal or something, but sometimes people go to college and they play basketball.
I did.
Right?
I went to college, played
Okay,
ball.
cool.
I chose not to go to WNBA. It was so many politics behind it that I feel like that wasn't the best route for me.
Oh, okay.
Especially, I'm a Kanye college dropout situation, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm very proud, proud college dropout. Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
sure. That was good. Sometimes I feel like college is good for some people. They need it. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes there's like, I don't want to put nobody down, but like some people don't need college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
That's
right?
facts.
You're like, you're a hustler mentality in a way sometimes. And you see an opportunity like, hey, I'm going to do this instead. And I don't want to waste my time doing this.
Yeah,
You know?
it got toxic for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got to the point where I was very unhappy, man. I was finding myself crying every day. Like,
Oh,
I
man.
was so unhappy.
It's
with
stressful and stuff, you know?
It was just so many politics behind it. Like, I had a situation where being a star basketball player, I had situations with a professor. Like, and it's funny, I just told this story to somebody too.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I showed up to the whole semester. Last day of the semester, I didn't show up. And this teacher just felt like she had this power. So she failed me for the whole semester.
Oh, that sucks.
And that's money and credits. Like, you know, that stuff is not cheap. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so what ended up happening was I go to the dean and I was telling the dean basically the situation and how I felt like it was unfair and I want to do something. And I kind of got hit with that whole, oh, you think you're a star player, so you think you're just gonna scale through life and then scale through basketball. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what it is, and I'm out of here. If the people not gonna take it serious and take my education serious, and you just got a teacher, it was things like that. And then I had situations with my coach that I felt like were very unhealthy. You know,
all right. Yeah.
And that later on in life, you know what it is. You know, with the narcissism and
Sure.
it was a lot of things going behind the scenes that I think that are toxic when it comes to basketball players and star players growing up. You know, without extra help and guidance to protect you from people who want to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
So I had one of those situations and I was like, I'm done with this. I'm
Oh,
outta here.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy sometimes, man. And you're right, because like even though you're in college and you're an adult, you're still kind of learning about people and life in general, right? So sometimes things do sneak up on you, and you know you kind of don't know, you know.
Yeah. And then you pay attention to the signs. You know, I realize now that it was meant for it to go that way.
Sure.
Because who was gonna stay and be unhappy, crying every day, dorms, and then having to deal with that situation? And I didn't want to take that class all the way over again. It was so many different elements that I said, you know what, this is not it for me, and it worked out because 2 days after that, there was this model scout, and the model scout was like, you need to be in a show. Show up at this location. And when I showed up, sure enough, I was in Miami Fashion Week that week. Pretty much that next.
Yeah.
And then I started a modeling career after that.
Because you say you're like 6'2", you say?
I am 6'2", yeah.
So you were going to be a basketball player or a model for starters and stuff, right?
Exactly.
You know?
The road that led me here, you know.
It's crazy, too, how opportunities happen. You know, like I was just talking on like 2 podcasts ago about how it's funny sometimes. I was actually talking to Elijah Banks, how it's funny sometimes how like you go in this direction, right? But so many negative things happen, right? Like it's like you're forcing it, right? And in life, I used to force a lot of situations where I'll be like, damn, I don't have a ride. Oh shit, like the bus broke down. Oh shit, like I'm just making things up, right? But I'm trying to get a point B, but all these things are happening in between where I couldn't get it. I didn't get the message like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be going to point B, you know? And I feel like in life, I've come across a lot of things like that where now, as I'm older, I kind of see things and now I'm like, yeah, not that they're hard, but I'll be like, yeah, that seems like it's just not where I need to be. You get me? So like, and then doors open up like in different directions. Like sometimes I'll say like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then somebody will call me and be like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to do this today. And then I'm like, oh, shit, you know, like that's an opportunity and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I would have missed out if I would have went here and wasted time and all this.
Yeah, so many different routes, so many different ways, you know.
Sure.
Especially when you desire something, you put that frequency out there, that energy, it'll come for you. It'll come to you, you know.
Yeah,
but it's
definitely.
always good. The divine is in control at the end of the day. So it's like to pay attention to the signs are definitely a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. You know, listen to and stay around positive people and shit.
Yes,
you know,
high
right?
vibrations only, people.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why they call me the godmother, baby. I bring that God factor to your life, the mystical, the magic.
Yeah, and that's the next thing I was gonna ask you. So why the godmother? And I like how you put like the hood spelling into it and stuff. You know?
MUTHA.
Yeah.
That I feel like that was a spiritual name that came to me, and first it was I used to call myself Divine Ife, which is my first name and my middle name, and Ife means love in Swahili. So then there was, you know, the people, as I continued artistry in my music, I had this prominent moment. This is where the calling came to me about music and really showed me, okay, this is what you're meant to do. It was I went to Portugal actually for this thing called Afro Nation. Yeah. And I had this huge situation that came to me, and it was a good thing. It was the cameraman like put me on camera. I was at a huge festival, and he put me on the camera 3 times, and I believe in the power of threes. You know, power of 3 is very powerful and powerful number. So I had this spiritual experience that led me to say, this is what you're meant to do. I said, oh my God, and I ran with it. And then the godmother came to me later because the name started coming up and people started calling me like, oh, you like the godmother, because I was a person that always speak about God, always spoke about, you know, always spoke very highly and teaching things that I've learned spiritually and things like that. And then it stuck with me. And then they was like, that mixed with my, you know, swag and the way I carry myself. I'm very like a feminine female boss, mafia vibe. So yeah.
All right. That's what I thought. When I first saw Godmother, I was like, it's either my two perspectives where it's either like a mafia related thing, kind of, right? Like as a character, or also it's either like you make things happen. You know, how like the godmother, like the fairy godmother and stuff.
Yes,
you know, that's what I thought, you know?
That too. No, you hit him on the head.
All right. Yeah.
I'm the swaggy fairy godmother. You
imagine the Cinderella. That's cool right there, right? You know? Yeah. So then, like, you've always singing, always performing and stuff like that. Yeah. And then, like, you had decided to move on to LA how long ago?
I moved.
You said you went to Frisco first, right?
Yeah, so I moved from Miami in 2001. I moved from Miami to San Francisco area. I stayed in Oakland. I stayed in San Leandro. I stayed in Hayward and things like that. So I enjoyed that area and got to know that. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful.
All right. Yeah, I like San Francisco.
Oh my God. The food and everything is amazing too. Oh my God. So I experienced that for about a few years, and then I realized that I said, I need something more. I've always wanted to live in LA, you know? And it's one of those things that when I was younger, I would dream of coming to LA. Like I would be like, man, one day I'm going to go to LA.
All right, yeah.
And it's so amazing how I end up here, and I'm like, wow, I'm here now, living in LA after been wanting this my whole life. You know?
And you had family out here, or you just came on your own?
Came on my own.
Oh, wow. How old are you?
Oh,
you don't want to say? I was
why
just trying
he asking all them questions? Somebody get your boy. Tell him that he shouldn't ask a lady that question.
No, because I'm trying to get some relevance as to where you're like a young adult, like 18, 19, and you're kind of like, boom, out into the world and stuff. That's
coming here? Yeah. Oh, no. It's an adult.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Full-blown adult.
Yeah, and you didn't have no family out here? You were just like,
nothing.
I'm leaving.
I'm gone.
Bye. What were your parents saying about that, or your family that's out in Miami?
My family is supportive. At that point, I'm an adult, so they're not gonna really stop you. They were very supportive, I'm gonna say, because they want you to experience life. Like my family knew I grew up in Miami. They've traveled and done other things, so they were very supportive of it.
Oh, cool.
They were actually, pretty proud of me to think that I was willing to up and go across and really follow my passions and things like that. I had a lot of people that was really proud of me for that, so I'm grateful to them.
Oh, cool. And then how was it like? You said your energy is very high, much in charge, yet dignified and classy. From Lisa right there.
Talk that talk, clock that tea, baby. Yeah, love it. Appreciate that very much.
And and then that you or like any of your family members hear that LA wasn't safe at that time, or do you hear all the bad stories? Because the news is different, right? you know what I mean, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's funny. That's so hilarious you say that, because I did get a little bit of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm not sexist, but you being a girl and moving out here, like to me, I would be concerned about my daughter going somewhere. Right?
My mom and my grandmother, a little bit, because my mom, she feels like, I'm gonna say this blunt. She's like, she feels like Cali's the devil.
All right.
A little bit.
There you go. They got everything over there.
She was like, you better watch how she knows spiritually, stay prayed up and things like that, because they know the whole Hollywood and things like that. Sure. Yeah. I mean, but they're excited about it, but they were a little bit like
hesitant.
A little bit concerned, just like, be careful and all these things. But they also know me too.
Oh, okay.
They know I'm crazy.
You crazy? You know karate and shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, there you go. And then you landed in San Francisco. What was your first impression? You know,
San
you're
Francisco?
here. You
Yeah,
don't
I
know
was like,
anybody,
whoa.
right? I mean, I'm sure you had it planned out. Like, I'm
Well,
gonna
San
stay here.
Francisco,
and
I
all
actually
this,
knew
right?
somebody when I moved
Oh,
to San
okay,
Francisco.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a friend out there at the time that I would stay with.
Oh,
and,
okay, cool.
And we got a place together. So out there, and they were already living out there at that time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That makes it a little easier for sure. You
Yeah,
know?
that did make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that transition was good. From there, then I hauled it. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. Then I came to LA by myself.
How was your first impression of San Francisco, like being out there?
My first impression was really good. I mean, I enjoyed. It was a whole new world. I just really enjoyed the view, the weather. I wanted to experience this whole really weather element. You know, Miami, we flatland, beaches, sand. It feels like a beach day every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and out here, I saw different elements of weather and life. Like, you could be at the beach and have a mountain right here. I was like, what?
Yeah, that
That's
is crazy. Yeah.
You know?
And then the bridge is all dreamy, right?
It's exactly that.
Like, I've seen it a few times, and each time I just like seeing it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you know, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It looks so dreamy.
It
Man.
is,
It looks. You're amazed that human beings made this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, and I
wild.
like how you can see it from certain parts of the city. I like being in a little beach area.
Oh, my
like just
God.
walking where you can see the whole bridge and stuff.
It's gorgeous,
Yeah.
man.
The
And
one-
you see all the mountains, the element, the weather.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, definitely. And they had like old bases, like, you know, when you cross the bridge, they have like old bases right there where
Yeah,
they had like
with the
gun
military
turrets
and stuff.
Yeah.
They sure
Uh-huh.
do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. One thing I don't like is that it gets cold like in a matter of minutes, or it'll start raining like in a matter of minutes. Like, it can be sunny and then the clouds just come in and shit, you know?
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
I'm used to that. In Miami, we
okay.
tropical, so
Uh-huh.
you can literally experience, and this is gonna be the wildest thing for somebody that's on the West Coast.
Uh-huh.
It'll be sunny where you're at, and you can cross the street and it'll be pouring rain.
No, that's crazy.
And you're
shit.
looking at the rain, but it's sunny where you're
Yeah,
standing.
yeah.
That's some crazy. That'll trip you
yeah,
out.
for sure that'll trip me out. You know? Definitely. What's up, Trickster 106, man? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. You know? Make sure you guys subscribe. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure everybody hits that like. We got Godmother in here today, man.
Yes.
But yeah. And then, so you were like, you spent some time there in Frisco, like a year or 2 years?
Yeah,
or,
about 2 years.
2
Almost
years?
2 years there.
And then what made you want to move out to LA?
I decided that I wanted a little more action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
One thing is, it was, you know, I enjoyed myself out there. I had different lives of experience, but I feel like they didn't really have a nightlife. They didn't really have much going on in their nightlife area. And
That is
you know,
true.
me coming from
Yeah.
Miami, I was like, I need some more action. I need some.
And it's so
livelihood.
expensive too, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not more than what it is here.
I
don't
mean,
know.
parking is more expensive over there, I think, you know?
I feel like here,
on
everybody's on top
vacation
of
there
each
too,
other.
you know? So-
Yeah, I feel everybody here is pretty much hustling on top of each other because they have to be. You know, out there it's a little different. Like, you can get you a great gig, make good money, and you be living fine.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
You're not fighting for a job. You're not like, you know, hustling out there. You can find something and be good, and you'll be making your money and you chilling.
Yeah, definitely.
Out
Yeah.
here it's like you gotta really. This is not a place where you can just sit. You got to be doing something. You know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing though, LA.
Yeah.
It really pushes people to follow their craft and their passions. Like, this is not a place where you should just be sitting around.
Yeah. And it's hard because, like, if you have a lot of friends or people, they motivate you too, because
They do.
somebody's always doing something out here
Yeah.
too, right? Like, especially like from Thursday through Sunday, it's like it's busy, like nightlife and stuff like that, you know?
And I love that it's an event.
Yeah.
There's always somebody doing something to
Yeah.
collab or bring people together to you're gonna find, you can network anywhere.
Yeah,
kinda
for
thing.
sure. Especially in the music business too. You know, there's a lot of people into something here and stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's cool. What's up, Baby Blue Dramatic, man? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, so then you decided to come out to LA. What was your first impression when you went straight to downtown area or
Oh no.
no?
Y'all wanna know my story?
Yeah, get it. That's what we're here for, you know?
Let me tell you. I mean, I'm gonna give it to you, Blaze.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight blood raw. If y'all want to know,
Let's do it.
I went through the trenches, man.
Mhm.
My first day here, I drove here with a brand new 2021 Chevy Trailblazer. First day in, I got T-boned by a lady and her family and totaled my whole car.
Oh man.
And I was just in transition for my insurance because my insurance was still based out of Florida.
Yeah.
So it was gone.
Oh man.
Car gone. First day, drove in, stayed at a hotel, was going to check in my Airbnb because at the time I was going to do Airbnb.
Sure.
And now, you could book like months in advance kind of thing and basically have it as a rental property.
Sure.
First day, smashed my car with all my stuff in it, man. I said, wow. From there, I got kicked out the Airbnb because of some weird situation where they shut down my account. And then next thing you know, I was living in a hotel. I was living in a hotel, man, and my money was running out. Like, I was trying to do interviews, hustling jobs. Like, I really went through some hard times when I first moved here.
Oh, okay.
I did, man. I went through really some hard times, and I remember being in the hotel room. I'm eating cheeseburgers and all my stuff, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? Like, and I'm looking for a job, didn't have a job or anything, and I had just a little bit amount of money saved. Thankfully, I found this lady, and I believe this was God given, and I thank God for this. Where I was calling around trying to find places to stay, find a room or anything, and this lady was willing to accept me with a $1,000 deposit or whatever. And I had this friend who happened to be passing through, and I had the power to ask, man. I just asked him for it, and he gave me $400 to put to whatever I had.
Oh, man.
And I ended up getting this room, and that was almost my last day. I was running out of money.
Oh, really? That was like, oh, man.
And he saved my life, man. He was one of the people that blessed me and helped save my life. I kid you not. I won't. Shout out to Legend, man. They called him the Black Willy Wonka, man. Shout out to him.
Black Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I'm gonna always have love for him.
All right,
Because that was a big moment.
He saved you in a way, right?
He did. God used him to save me, man. He really did. Like, if he listened to his heart and was willing to give that money, and he literally saved me from being on the streets. So I went that, and the lady too, combined with her, the door opened. I was able to move into this room, and then I started living in that room, and I started, I was knocking on doors. I was going to every job you could think of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
truthfully,
man.
I'm still kind of like that now. I mean, when you an artist, you got to keep going.
You do, right? Like, and then sometimes you got to find jobs too, until you can find your opportunity too, right?
Yeah, you got to keep going, So thankfully, I went from there to a nicer room because I moved from that lady's home because there were some other issues. Like, there's progression to this. As you keep going and you keep having that faith, you will climb up the ladder, know? So I went from that place, from sleeping on the floor with a mattress, to moving into a nicer place. And then from there, I was able to move downtown where now I have my own place for myself, and I'm still on go,
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's cool and shit, And that's crazy because you didn't give up, right? Like, like getting T-boned and then kicked out of the Airbnb would have been like, I probably would have been like, damn, I'm gonna go back home.
Yeah.
There
was, let me tell you,
there's probably times you thought of that too, right?
There were times where I felt like it tried to push me like that, but I was like, no, I came this far. I'm not gonna stop now. Yeah. And that wasn't it. From that place, moving to another place, I dealt with crazy landlords. Like, LA has a plethora of different things you gotta overcome. I feel like it's a rite of passage. Yeah. Like, he tried to evict the whole building.
Oh, sure.
Like, me and the 4 other buildings. It was because we all fought against him because he was demanding his rent but wasn't fixing property, wasn't doing anything, had roaches, had all kind of things. Yeah. And it was a catfish. When I say this place looks so nice on the outside, you go and look it up, it's brand new. It's brand new building.
Brand new paint outside and everything and
brand
stuff,
new building, had wood floors, inverted lighting. I had my own bathroom. And that was a big deal because at the previous place with the lady who did allow me to live there, we had to share bathroom. It was like 4 bedrooms sharing 1 bathroom. Yeah. And there was this one girl who was just nasty, man. She was leaving stuff in there. We were like, we can't do this.
Yeah. So she gonna get beat up. She gonna get DP right now.
Oh boy, she was about to meet the other side of the godmother. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Yeah. With this one. But that's when I knew this is my signs to go. That was my signs.
Yeah, for sure. And then, so now you're in LA. At that point, you're doing music already. You're like recording music or not yet?
At that point, I was still getting situated. In the earliest, my first year, it was really me trying to get situated, like really establish myself and things like that.
Sure.
Going in my second year, once I moved into that second place, that's when I started hitting the ground running with music. I met this really cool producer, man. Shout out to Happy Hour. He had faith in me and what I had going on, and I would pay for the studio time, and we showed up, and we'd be in there 9-hour blocks creating, and then we created about 6 songs. For an EP, and I chose to use these 2 songs to push out more.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. And then I forgot to ask you, so when you came out from Miami out here, your intentions was to make music, right?
Yeah.
Like to be an artist and stuff like that, right?
No, there wasn't.
No?
From Miami, I actually, I'm wondering, do I really want to tell this part?
Yeah.
I was something completely different. people, I wouldn't think the calling came to me to do music when I lived in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So when I was living in San Francisco is when I had that Portugal trip, which changed my whole life.
Oh, okay.
But I was actually, you ready to laugh?
No.
I was a cop.
You were a cop?
I was a cop, dude.
Oh, really?
Yes. I used to be a police officer. I was a police officer in Miami for 3 years. I moved to Cali. I resigned, moved to Cali. And then I went through the academy in Cali to become, it was like a mini academy to get my state license out here, which I did, graduated on the top of my class.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I was applying to be a police officer out here in Cali.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then I had that trip and it completely changed the whole trajectory of my life. And it worked out because none of the cops was hiring me anyway.
Not the LAPD.
No,
no offense, but they hire anybody and shit,
nah,
you know?
I would never. I won't ever work for LAPD.
Nah.
I would have never worked for LAPD. It was actually in San Francisco. I was doing some over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The only place I would have worked here for a PD would have been the airport.
Oh, okay.
And I was actually gonna get applied with them. They were starting with me and wanted to hire me too.
Sure.
But I would never work for LAPD.
Oh, okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, and that's a trip. That is kind of funny, actually. You know, so when you were a police in Miami, like you were like a street cop, like busting people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was
like,
something called. It was a Miami-Dade school police officer. So we were on the streets too, but we had our jurisdiction to protect the schools and things like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because during that time where we had all these school shootings and things like that, there was a whole force where they hired about 400 new police officers to become SROs, which were school resource officers to protect schools and things like that.
Oh, okay.
So in Miami, there is literally a cop at every school in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, protecting, watching, patrolling, making sure nothing happens. But then they also have that area too.
Sure.
So if anything goes down in that area, we respond to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I went to a high school. I can't remember my junior high, but I know my high school, you had to go through a metal detector or get patted down to go inside the school.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those. And
no?
I mean, maybe now, I don't know, but we didn't have, me growing up, we didn't have that in my school.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have metal detectors or anything like that. They probably should have, boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, for real, And I remember they had like a cop car and it was like the school police, but they weren't like, they were there messing with the kids that they thought were bad and stuff,
Well, or I don't want to say messing with the kids that they thought, you had the people who, if they got fights, if it was drama, because Miami, it's active. So,
yeah, sure.
And, jumps and fights bust out in the parking lot, things like that. We were protecting
because they have gangs and all that stuff out there too, right?
They do. They do. It's a little different out there. They do though.
Oh,
they
okay.
do.
Yeah.
However, it's a little different. Miami, they do have gangs. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah.
They do. Every area has something of that form of low mentality that they shouldn't have.
Yeah, sure.
But they definitely had those out there, and you've had the students that bring guns to school and certain things to protect themselves, or some people just had it depending on their livelihood and what they had to go through at home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, there was our school was troubling in the high school. I mean, there were shootouts in front of the school.
Yeah, we definitely
like
I definitely
type of stuff like that.
Yeah,
fights were like the least of their worries, I think, at that time.
Oh, we had fights. It would be shootouts on
rumbles
blocks.
and stuff, or like big, like, right?
People that
30, 40 people involved and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that.
It sounds like LA, huh?
No, I would never say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, similarities. They definitely had stuff like that. Shootings. And it mostly happened on people's hood and block.
Sure.
We had this place called the Triangle, which was one of the areas that was. At one point, they were like the highest death rated area.
Oh, really? Right?
In Miami, yeah.
That's like the most hood spot, the Triangle and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And different areas and different times where it was like Liberty City was the most troubling place and things like that. And my high school was right over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you had beef where schools. It was kind of one of those things where you got one high school is a rival to another high school.
Sure.
Not with everything too.
That
Basketball,
too.
football,
whatever
sports.
and stuff. Yeah.
And when they would go at it, it would really be be the thing because you have the diehard people that graduated from that school that rep that school, and vice versa, and it'd be a whole thing like that.
Oh man, yeah. It's similar to here actually too. What's up, SOS Best? Appreciate you tapping in, man.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. So being a cop, what made you want to be a cop growing up?
Something I fell into later on.
Yeah.
I want to experience it.
I wanted to be an FBI agent growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of the TV and the movies, and I was like, man, like the FBI, they're really the boss, you know, like they're not the local
SWAT.
PD,
I
you
used to
know.
want to be SWAT.
Oh, you wanted to be SWAT?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kicked it down the doors and
Oh
stuff,
my god!
you know.
I used to want to be anything that was like powerful and guns. You know,
Uh-huh.
I like strong feminine women roles. Like
See, I've
Tomb
always liked the
Raider.
investigative part of it, I guess. Like
Yeah.
like the big heavy crimes and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. From I didn't even want to be a cop growing up. That's something I fell into
You
later
fell
on.
into just opportunity and stuff.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's
opportunity
cool.
came, and to be quite honest, I had an ex of mine that was like, "You're never gonna be a cop. You're never gonna do that." I was like, "Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna go do it just to
Yeah.
spite you," and I did.
My wife wanted to be a sheriff.
Oh,
You know,
really?
when we're before we had kids, and she almost wanted to like go and apply, and I would just tell her like, don't do it. I was like, the sheriffs, like a lot of people just don't like the sheriffs. Like, not even that has to do with racism or Hispanic. It's just like
I
there's
don't
a
get the
lot of
sheriff
crazy
thing.
people out here.
I don't
you
get
know?
the sheriff thing though.
Yeah.
Like they're the same thing as a police officer, and sheriffs and police are the same thing.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's just here like the sheriffs are a little bit tougher on people and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But to me, it was more about her safety. I was more like, yeah, I don't think you should do it. It's just there's a lot of crazies out here, man. You know?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then,
it was
you know,
a smart thing.
yeah.
When you think about it now, the amount of money that officers get paid to do what they do
Yeah.
is not a
No,
lot.
for sure. Yeah.
Not a lot.
It's
You
not
know, out here
putting your
they
life
want
in
to fund
danger
the
every
police
day.
more,
Yeah.
but you know they don't do that great a job to be even that funded. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't really support the concept of law enforcement and things like that, and the institutionalized mindset of law enforcement because of how it originated. You know, so and what the energy that still kind of stems in law enforcement. I'm a person who's on the inside too, so I was able to see the truth from the inside too.
Sure.
So there's a lot of things that
Yeah.
that need to be changed, truths that people not ready to hear.
No, I bet. I bet for sure. And I think that the other part with my wife, I was just like, I bet there's a lot of machismo in there, you know, where it's
yeah.
like people that have been doing this, like some of the
Very
race
much.
cops that have been doing this for a long time don't want certain people there, and they might make it difficult for you. And
Yeah,
you're
I
on top of
experienced
that,
that.
you're a girl, and then you know it's like a, you know, so that was some
Yeah,
things that I
that's
had
true.
talked to her about. And here, I honestly agree with you on how the police system works. I think it should be community-based policing. I think that each community should have like their officers that live in the community, and it should be like a community-based system where it's like these guys are deputized, but they all live in the community and they care about the people. They
That
know the
sounds
people, right? You get me? Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds too nice, like
It
too
sounds
good,
nice,
right? You get
yeah.
me? Yeah, as opposed to having people from another community come into your community.
Well, they
and
do
then,
that for a reason.
you know, yeah, of course.
because they call it officer safety
Mm-hmm.
because they feel that it protects the officer. Because if you arrest somebody that live in your community and they don't want the spite and they feel like that retaliation leaves that officer open.
Yeah, and that could happen a
It's
lot,
a-
but
yeah, it
based on
could
the
happen.
current system, right? You know, based on the current system, some people hate some of the officers, right? You know,
Yeah.
but if they lived in your community, you would treat people different too, right? You know, I
mean,
think.
every cop lives in some type of community.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
whether you here or you far or you somewhere else, it's the same thing. It really makes no difference.
Yeah,
You should always want to be, you know,
like a good person and shit.
yeah, you want to have a good mind, good spirit, be a good person, and recognize that you're still a being before you put on that uniform.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But yeah, getting back to your music, and she said that the cop thing was a good topic and shit, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But like, so getting back, you went to Portugal, right? And that's like, what did you see in Portugal that got you inspired to like make music, you know?
I went on a girl's vacation, and it was around my birthday, actually. So I got to see one of my favorite artists at the time. It was called Afro Nation, which is the festival, and I got to see Burna Boy at the time, which is one of my favorite artists. I saw many artists like Chris Brown, Megan Thee Stallion, things like that. This one particular day, it was my birthday, and I'm in the crowd. I happened to see a friend of mine who travels too, so he does fashion. He's pretty big in his line of work. And a friend of mine said, "Hey, are you in Portugal?" Because she saw my story. I said, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, well, so-and-so's out there." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So we call each other. He's like, "Yeah, come over here." It's so funny because I came there on a different trip. He's there, and we both end up at the same place at the same
that's
time.
dope, yeah.
And we're both from Miami. So this is across the world, you know. And we link up. I end up, he's in like the VIP.
Sure.
I already had VIP tickets, and he's in the one that's like right up on the stage.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, come over, and then we go, and sure enough, we get in and we go right up on the stage. So as I'm up on the stage, Burna Boy comes out. I'm singing, and I'm fangirling. Like at this point, I was screaming and everything because he was my favorite artist at the time. And this cameraman, he's looking over the audience, and he puts me on camera. And I was like, oh, that was cool, and he puts me on camera. So that was one time.
That's when you say it was 3 times and stuff, right?
Yeah, so here it goes. He puts me on camera, and not even for like a few seconds. He put me on a long pause.
Sure.
And it was multiple people in the audience that he put the camera on, but it was like a flash, a split second.
Sure.
Long pause on me. Comes back around. Burna Boy comes out, and they're singing happy birthday to him. They surprise him on the stage with a cake.
Oh, wow.
That was a big sign to me, and I started screaming because I didn't realize that his birthday is 2 days before mine. And so I was like, oh my God,
that's cool.
this is crazy. It's the day of my birthday.
Yeah.
They're singing happy birthday to my favorite
You
artist.
get the VIP, yeah.
What? We had the VIP, ready to our friend. I get put on camera. After that, the guy comes back around, puts me on camera again. Like, huge sign. So, and this time again for a long pause, so much so that one of the people I was with were able to catch it on video.
Oh wow!
I was like, "What?" I was like, "What is happening? This is my special day." Like, whoa.
So you're like, they're like, man, like you're living it up, cloud 9. And
when you think, and then once I thought it was gonna be over, he does it again as I'm singing and rapping one of the songs, and Burna Boy's performing, and he puts me on camera again, and at that point I was stunned, and there was this energetic voice that I heard that was basically saying like, you're gonna be on this stage one day.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And 3 times on camera, I've never seen that in my life.
Oh, dope.
I've been to concerts, been to things. I've never seen one person and I'm on a jumbotron, huge face jumbotron 3 times. And at that time I believed in the power of 3. You know what I mean? The signs and stuff like that. So I said, wow, this is major.
Oh, that's cool.
So I come back. This is the wildest thing. I come back. My story is very deep, and my story is really intricate and deep. I come back, and I'm hearing these signs again. Everything in my life started shifting and changing. And the roommate I was with at the time, I want to say within 2 weeks, I was moving out. And I was already on to the next journey. I got my own place, living in Oakland. I was stacking up money. Next thing you know, I was heading to LA. And the cop thing, I graduated the whole, and I went by faith, and it was like, okay, we on this new journey.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I moved to LA, and it's been going on ever since.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And then at what point are you starting to write your own music?
I started
when you're here in LA.
No, right in San Francisco.
When you came back,
Yeah, when I came back, I started looking up beats and doing things, and it flowed right through me.
Oh, nice.
I mean, like water, man. Some of my first songs that I have now, I'm shocked that I wrote that.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. All of the songs, all my 2 singles out. One is called The GodMutha, the other one's called Intoxicated. I wrote those myself.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And then you feel like it comes natural to you, right? Like you don't struggle to write, or you don't struggle like with the beat or anything like that.
Not at all.
And then like for finding beats, how did that work out for you in the beginning? Like
I'm still working out, to be quite honest with you.
Like you just went on YouTube though, and you were trying to find beats and found the producers and stuff.
Yeah. I went on YouTube. I was looking for producers, and people were responding to me. I started off. You can still use YouTube with certain things. There's always a door and a way to get heard and get seen. Create an EP and things like that. And now I started meeting producers that are making beats and doing things like that. And now I'm open to, if anybody know anybody, tell them, tag me on my Instagram, Giovanni the GodMutha on Instagram, because I am looking for new producers to create beats from scratch, because I'll have sounds, I'll have tones in my ear. I'm like, oh, this will be good. I have voice recordings and things
that's cool and sure.
that come to me, and I make sure to save them so that I can create from them.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, because I think that's going to be really making a song that's, like, because, when you listen to a beat, it's cool and you can write to it, but like creating it from scratch, like completely, is gonna be like a whole totally different.
It's a different experience,
right? For sure.
It feels good to create it from scratch. It's such a exhilarating experience because you're creating something that's completely brand new that nobody's ever made before. It's not like getting a sample or something like that. I wish that you can still create great music from sampling from the older greats and rare artists that you probably haven't heard of from back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like creating something from scratch where it's completely inspired right in that moment.
Yeah. Do you know the song? And it's crazy because like how you say inspired by old music too, right, and things like that. You know that one song, you know that they sing right now with Kendrick Lamar. It's one of the most famous ones right now with DJ Mustard's beat, where he just yells like Mustard,
Yeah,
and it goes crazy, and it's like dun 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 dun. That's the old Superman song rhythm.
Oh, really?
You know, like the old movie, like from the 70s or 60s or whatever it was.
Oh
the 80s.
man, now that you said, I can hear it now.
So I saw somebody remaking it on TikTok. It was a young kid, and he's like, "Look, I'm playing the Superman song, right? The one where like dun 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 dun, you know, and then he's like flying and stuff. Superman.
Wow.
He remade that sound and added the bass and created that beat.
Wow.
Right, and then I was like, in my head, when the kid, he recreated the whole beat. He's like telling his father, I guess he makes beats on TikTok, like he finds out how the producers created it, right?
Wow.
And he's recreating it. And he's like, the dad's like, that's the Superman song. And he's like, no, it's not. Watch. And then he starts playing with it. And he's like, it's the Superman song. He's like, nah, watch. And then it comes into that beat that DJ Mustard did. Wow. And the dad's like, what? Like, that's crazy insane, you know?
Amazing.
Yeah. And when I heard that, I was like, that is crazy to find inspiration from. Like, who would have ever thought of making a beat off of that symphony, right? Or that rhythm
powerful.
And stuff, you know? Yeah.
That's
so
powerful.
then from there, that's when I was like, damn, I want to find something and create something like that. I don't make beats, but like I could have a beat maker make something out of that. You know? Yeah.
It just shows, it goes to show, well, not only deep knowledge and wisdom that Kendrick Lamar and all them had and Mustard had to tap into that, because that's a big energetic thing to have a Superman beat playing in the background like
sure.
Superman.
And nobody would hear it. It was so original that you never thought. You
and
thought
for
he
the
was
kid
just
to catch
like,
on to that,
for sure.
Oh my God, you gotta be a
you can look it up
fan.
on TikTok. You'll trip out, and it's a young kid like playing with the instruments, and he's like,
cool.
I know how he made it, and then he remakes it. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely look that up. I think that'll be great to watch.
But that's inspiring just to see, like, man, like the creativity is everywhere. Like, you could be in the elevator and listening to elevator music and be like, boom, I got a sound and stuff. You
that's
know?
right. It comes just like that. It comes. Something just drops in and you're like, whoa. And next thing you know, you create a melody and it goes from there.
Yeah. And then like right now, like what motivates you to keep making music?
The calling, man. The calling. I feel like I'm chosen for this. You know, this is something that came to me. It's not like I went after it, you know. And then after I came into the calling, I started realizing, oh my God, I've been doing this my whole life. You know, my mom told me a story how she would, as a baby, she would put me in my crib and I would sing myself to sleep.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow. She was like, what baby does that? You know, like that.
You would soothe yourself and
I
stuff.
would
you know.
soothe myself and go to sleep. You know, and I was one of those insomnia babies. Like she'd be in the bed and I'd be playing with my toes in the middle of the night and stuff. But I would sing myself to sleep. You know, and when I meditated, I sat down and really, you know, had a meditative moment. Spiritually, I realized there were so many places in my life where I sung, you know. Like, for instance, I got picked at really bad in middle school, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was always the tallest in all
for
the
being
school.
tall and stuff,
The whole nine, man. Tall, skinny, the whole nine.
Yeah.
At the time, you know, I'm slim thick now.
And you say you were like tomboyish too, right?
And I was tomboyish. Yeah. Well, I played ball, so that I kind of grew into that later on.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt like that was, you know, you're tall, I'm playing basketball.
Sure.
But I kind of was, though. Because
okay.
I never liked the girly things growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I love glitter. I love all things girly. I love heels. But back then, I hated Barbies. I hated them. Like, I would set them on fire.
Yeah, you set them on fire.
I would set them on fire.
I'm boycotting Barbies and shit.
I did. And my mom was like, you burning Barbies?
Yeah,
I would put them in the sink and set them on fire. I hated them so much.
Oh, man.
I hated pink. I didn't want to wear dresses. Like, I really fought my mom on that stuff.
Oh, man.
I was not the normal girl, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to climb trees and play with lizards, and I was outside playing football with the boys, outrunning all the boys.
Yeah. And then, are you her only daughter, or you have sisters?
I am her only daughter.
Oh wow! So she was really looking forward to some of these experiences.
And I'm her oldest too, so it's the funny. She has, you know, I got two brothers now.
Oh, okay.
So she got them. She got them later on in life though, but she really had to adapt to the fact that her baby wasn't the girliest girl at all, you know.
And I know it means a lot because I know my daughter right now. I have an older boy that's like, I want to say 15, and then my daughter is 11 now, and then I have a younger that's 10, right? So my daughter that's 11 is in middle school right now. She just had her first dance.
Oh.
So they went dress shopping, right? They wanted to do it. So I know my wife got bummed out because my daughter wanted to go to her friend's house and get dressed, but my wife wanted to do her hair and drop her off. But we gave her space and she went. But you can tell that my wife was already like Man, like this is what I was looking forward to, you know?
Oh, mommy,
Yeah.
don't worry. You got
Yeah.
prom day.
Yeah.
You got the high school dances and all that too.
So I
which
can
are
only
bigger.
definitely. So I can only imagine how it would be like if she didn't want to wear dresses and stuff. You get me? She
Yeah.
would be like bummed out for
Well,
sure.
later on, when I got to high school and things like that, I definitely did.
Sure.
Later on.
Okay.
But as far as those younger years, no,
Yeah,
I
for
wasn't
sure.
into
And it makes
that.
sense too. Like that's when you're a little bit more rugged too, right?
Yeah.
Just in general as a person, right? Those are like the years you don't really care, kind of like, right?
Yeah.
Like
Until I got to like fifth
some
grade.
kids don't shower and shit in those ages, you
Oh,
know.
no.
Like,
I was showering. My mom didn't play that. I showered.
yeah, I know, no, but you know what I mean, right? Because there's some kids that show up. I don't want to put nobody down, but they,
Yeah.
yeah. I see it even to this
maybe.
day and stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's their livelihood, not my household. My
For
mom
real.
did not play that, honey.
For real, huh?
It was butt whoopers. You ain't getting that bathtub.
Yeah, I know. That's the same thing to me and shit. Yeah.
But the music came to me.
Gigi
continuously.
Williamson.
Oh, hey, mom.
That's your mom. Yeah, she said something about mommy. That's why I called her. She's like, yes, you did. Mommy love you.
That's
Yeah?
right. That's right.
Oh,
So
that's
she
what's
didn't play
up.
that. I had to. Yeah. She
Oh,
taught me a lot of big things, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That's
And
right.
I mean,
my mom taught me.
to me, that's what I'm finding out as a parent, that it's cool to be able to show your kids life lessons and stuff.
Yeah.
You get me? Like things that you have learned that they won't have to repeat and stuff like that, you know? So
Yeah. No,
I
was taught
do.
very well.
Yeah. And then my son, he didn't like sports. So he used to play baseball in the beginning. And then my wife is like, you're a boy, you didn't play sports and stuff. So he would play baseball. And then he came to us and he's like, I don't like playing sports. Like, I want to read books. I want to paint.
Oh, that's
You
wonderful.
get me? Yeah. So we encourage that too. And my wife was devastated because she's like, I want to go see my son hit the baseball or catch the football.
That's the funny
Yeah.
thing about being a parent. You gotta adjust. Your child has their own personality and all things they love.
definitely.
Like imagine people who have tall children. I just happen to be one of those ones that love sports and love things like that.
Yeah.
But you got people that got tall children that don't play any sports.
Yeah. For
And
real.
they like to paint and do other things
Yeah,
creatively.
Yeah, so we encourage that from my son, and then at the end, he went to 9th grade, and he came one day, he's like, I want to run track.
Oh.
Like I like running, I see the kids running, I want to join the track team, I'm gonna go to tryouts, and I was like, all right, and I was like, hey, and I used to like, it's funny because I always tell them like, you could win, you could play and all that. He was like,
Yeah.
but you might not make the team. I told him, because there's other people that have been running since junior high. So I try and like level with them and stuff.
You try to create a balance of expectation.
Yeah, for real. And I was like, so don't think
they're not like super devastated.
you decided today to run and now you're gonna go try out and you're gonna make the team. I was like, that's like some movie shit, you know?
Well, you never know.
That's what
What if
but
he was
yeah,
like Flash?
He did. He went and he joined and he made the team and stuff.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
awesome.
Yeah. And now he runs track. He's been running track for 2 years
Well,
and
shout
stuff.
out
So
to
my
your
wife's
boy.
all happy when they have track meets and all that. She never misses it.
Oh,
and
that's
everything.
amazing, man.
Yeah,
She
definitely.
still got what she wanted.
Yeah,
later
it's at the
on.
end, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know about track, but it's an all-day event, like because they do it by races. So you got to go out there from 8 to like 5.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
ran
it's
track
it's
too,
crazy.
yeah.
Oh, you did?
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I
for
did
sure.
hurdles,
That's
high
what my son
jump.
does. He does hurdles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
300, all of that.
Yeah,
Man.
it's crazy. I don't know how you guys can jump through the hurdles and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you just, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, there were a lot of bruises on my shoes at some point.
Yeah,
So like,
in the practice and learning and
yeah,
stuff, you know?
exactly.
But yeah, so now you're writing your own music,
Mhm.
right? You're looking for producers and stuff. You're still continue to be inspired by a calling, right? That this is for you, this is what you want to
That's
do.
right.
What are some of the challenges that you have in music, like as an artist, like challenges just in general in music?
I would say the challenges I have is making sure that the song comes out sonically what it needs to be for radio and consumption more than anything. It's been difficult finding the right producers that really can grasp your sound. Besides Happy Hour, I feel like he did great with what we created, and I feel like he was one part of my journey.
Oh, okay.
Is finding producers who you can collaborate with, who can sonically create the sound that you want, and making sure that it comes out to the highest level where it's ready. Once it hits, you could drop that on the radio and be ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to say that's been my challenge lately.
Are you like a perfectionist though?
I am.
Yeah, like I don't like how I sound in this vocal.
I
need
am.
to go
I
back
probably
and do
ran
it.
him crazy
Yeah?
with that to the
Alright,
point where he
yeah.
didn't want to do it no more.
Yeah, like no, it's great
because it has to be.
It was great 10 takes ago, you know. Right? Yeah.
I am like that with my music. You know.
Uh-huh.
You know, in order to create the art to go to the highest level, you know, I have a gift where I can hear things and I can feel things. If it's off, it's off. It'll bug me. You know what I mean? That's like when people are OCD and if anything's an inch off, they got to move it. You know what I mean? I am like that. I've learned with my first 2 tracks though, you know, to not be so much as a perfectionist because it leaves room for growth. You know, still put it out there, still put your music out there, still promote it because there are people that still love it. Yeah. Even though to me, I can hear some of my old stuff today and I'm like, like it's cringe. Yeah. But there are people that hear like, man, that's hot. So I believe that I had to take that notion off of my energy and to say, you know what, you know, put it out there where it's at. Now, of course, my whole intentions, wherever level I'm at, is to create the best sound and quality music for sure. Oh, okay. But I'm still open for. You're still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Yeah. You know, and I'm open to that. If advice, some things could be what they call beautiful mistakes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's cool because I work with artists too that they're like that. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. And at first it was annoying. But then to me, I learned that it's like at the end is your name going out. That's right. Behind it. So like who am I to be like, hey, that sounds good. Like I could tell you my opinion, but at the end it's gonna be your promotion, your song, you know, and them and the producer too. And the producer, yeah. Because both of their names are on there. Yeah. And then I've also learned too that when somebody doesn't like it and you force it out, the promo sucks. Like you might make a song and you don't feel it, so you're not gonna promote it as much because you don't really want people to hear it, right? That's right. You know, and then when you're talking about it, you're gonna be like, "Well, it's a song I made," you know, and you're not gonna be like I love this song, right? You get me? Hype because you know there's an energy where you feel that you could hear people can hear the for sure. You can feel like they can hear all the mistakes. Yeah, for sure. And then you'll promote it as such, right? Yeah. And then when you feel it and you're like, "This is what I wanted right here." I mean, people are going to feel that energy, you know, exactly. and I've seen it time and time again, you know. Yeah. So now that's why I said you got to take that notion off your energy. You have to believe in what you made and say, no matter what, because there are songs that I've heard that are not that great, but there are people that love it and they'll have their fan page. There are rappers, hell, to this day that are not, you know, you won't necessarily resonate with, but there are other energies that will resonate with that, and that's his fan base. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I believe that those people who love Giovanni the Godmother, they're gonna love my sound, they're gonna love my fan base, and I'll grow and continue to grow to create that kind of music that makes the whole world go crazy. Yeah. You know? And I didn't know what the importance was of a great engineer. Like the person recording you. I thought it's just as long as he knows how to use the equipment, and it's like, nah, like it has to be so a vibe. More than that. Yes. It has to be, they have to understand you as an artist. Right. And that's what I've been learning recently, you know? That's like key. As I get more involved, I'm just like, oh yeah, this guy, I can already tell like, oh, this guy's not going to cut it for this artist and stuff, you know? Because I can already see that they're just rushing through it. They're just trying to get the session done, you know? Yeah, you don't want to work with people like that. And I see other engineers that are working because they like the guy's music, right? You got to like the guy's music to be a good engineer. Or they got to like your music. There has to be an energetic connection there. Yeah, they have to be able to flow with each other and hear you have to be able to hear a sound like you see what they're going for. And bounce ideas back and forth, right? Like, hey, I think it'll sound better if you do it like this. That's try it out. If you don't like it, then, you know, that's a good things producer. Like that, right? Yeah. You know? Yeah. And that's what I like. So shout out to actually an engineer right here, down ass Mexican, man. He pulls up and he gets the job done, you know? And he's always like vibing to the music, so you can tell he likes what's being produced and everything, you know? That's right. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Mom. She said you have to love your own music. You will never think that you sound great, you know? And that's coming from somebody who did music, you know? Yeah, I told definitely. She was an artist. She used to be a singer and things like that, so it ran in my blood. And I believe that, you know, she's something right. She's probably one of the first people that's ever said that too, where most artists don't really like their sound after you make it, because I believe it's a growth thing too. Sure. Like what I made, the songs that I made now were 2 years ago. Sure. So I'm in a different headspace now, sonically, with the music that I'm creating now. And you learn more too, and right? You learn more. Yeah. So that old stuff to you, it's like, oh, this is old. Yeah. But people are still loving it at that moment. Sure. You know what I mean? Sure. Like, for instance, Doechii, the new rapper artist now, how she has this whole album But people on her YouTube listening to Anxiety,
Uh-huh.
and then everybody wanted that, so she ends up going back to that arsenal and dropping that out. But she did that 7 years ago?
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
And that's how it is sometimes with artists, and that's why it's good how you say you like to diversify too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You like to like kind of get into different spaces and stuff, and I think that opens up a lot more opportunity for sure, you know.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
she said engineers can sometimes make the worst singers sound beautiful. That's true too.
That's true too.
Yeah, they
that's
can. They
true
work
too.
magic, you know.
They do.
Yeah, they do. A good one for sure. But yeah, so like, what's your goals to get like with this music thing? Like, where do you see yourself like in 5 years, or what are your goals that you want to accomplish with music?
Well, I see myself a major artist.
Major artists,
Yeah,
right?
I see myself definitely known worldwide.
Headlining shows.
Headlining. I want to be signed to major labels, major distribution deals, major deals.
Mm-hmm.
I see myself literally having sold out shows, stadiums, the whole 9.
Mhm.
Like just constantly climbing up the ladder. Within 5 years, I would hope to already be signed to a label. I would already be working with somebody of a major caliber,
Mhm.
and working with my dream artists, man. People
that's
who
cool.
I've always envisioned connecting with, and I want to energetically make the world fall in love with music again.
Mm-hmm.
That's my greatest and my biggest thing, is to make people feel again.
Sure.
I feel like there's a certain commodity in music that we don't have today.
Mm-hmm.
That we have music out, but nobody's having that nostalgia, that feel, that essence, to where you vibe out and you just kind of have this escape from this world. We have things that we're playing now, and it's hot and it's dope. We turn up,
Yeah.
but I want to make people feel.
Yeah. And that's good. Like funny that you say that in a way, because yesterday I was talking with the guest that I had on yesterday, Crafty 8, and we were just talking about that, saying that right now there's so much music. Like, back then you used to buy the CD and you played the CD for a month, 2 months, you showed it to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? You get me? And now it's like a new album comes out on Apple Music and you play the song that you like, or 2 songs maybe, you skip through it, and then you move on to the next album next day that somebody else dropped, because there's so much to listen to now, right?
So
and then you're not paying for it, like you didn't drop your $30 on this album like before.
That's true.
Right? And
That's
now the
true.
music's just streaming free on YouTube and all that, so there's no value that you've spent, right? Like,
in a way, that's true. Yeah.
right? And that's what Crafty 8 was saying. He was like, man, you spent your hard-earned money on this CD. You were showing it off to your friend. Like if you bought a new sweater, right? You're like, you showing this off. You
Man, I
taking
got
it
that
here,
new, I got that new
right?
Tupac. I got that new
Yeah,
Ja Rule.
and you listen through the whole album.
Yeah, you did.
Like, and then I was thinking, I was like, that's true, because I can't remember the last time I've actually sat there and it's like, let me listen to this whole album and stuff,
I've only done that for a few artists. Like for Doja Cat, I've done that for. Love Doja Cat. I've done that. I've listened to Doechie's. I've listened to Drake's. Of course, Drake's. Kendrick Lamar is definitely one of mine. Oh, I love Kendrick so much. You can I relate to him in so many ways, and it's high level music. Depending on your level of consciousness, what the level of understanding you're gonna get. So I played through his album, the what was it called? The one with I can't believe it's not coming to me right now. The Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar and the Big Steppers.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Yeah, that album is amazing. And then so those are some of the few probably these days that I've listened to.
Oh, okay.
That I'll listen to the whole album.
So you still give some value to some of the artists and stuff, too, right?
Depending on who
that
they are,
you follow and stuff,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But have I listened to, like, I love me some Travis Scott, but I've never listened to his whole album.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
like
It's just
that.
the one hit that people bump and
The
stuff.
main stuff,
Yeah, the main stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of like a good point to like bring up. So that's dope that your goal is like to bring that back in a way, right?
I wanna
Like where
create that.
people love the song and they feel it and they love it,
Yeah, to fall in love with the artist, not only the artist again, what the artist is doing, and then I want to create a new world of creativity, bring back a certain nostalgic feel to music that I feel like we lost. That's my R&B side of me, even with the rap side, And I also want to make people, I got a message to put out, and I want people to see that message. I want them to feel it. I want them to, like I said, depending on their level of consciousness is what they're going to receive from the music.
Sure. All right.
And the message and, things like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then like maybe some neo soul music and stuff. Your mom saying.
Oh, she like neo soul. I'm not really a neo soul artist. I'm more R&B, but not a neo. Not
Like,
much
who
of
are
a
your
neo
top
soul.
3 artists right now that you definitely listen to, like, or that you would like to work with actually? That you were saying your dream artists and stuff.
Definitely Kendrick Lamar. Drake,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, there's quite a few that are dream artists, but as of right now, features and things like that, Lil Wayne, I gotta have
Oh
Lil
yeah,
Wayne. I
Little
love
Wayne's
him.
dope.
I love
I
music.
I I, I mess with the Carters and shit, the Carter albums
Yes,
and
I
stuff, man.
love them.
Yeah.
Those are albums that I would play.
Yeah,
You would
you
definitely
know?
play through.
Yeah.
Like those are some of my dream artists. Um, women wise, there's quite a few out there. You know, even in the women market. Like now, we have more of the newer women doing major things now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a lot of the older ones doing it. If I had to
Sure.
pick, I want Janet Jackson definitely on a song.
Oh, all right.
Absolutely. Beyonce for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll be like crazy right there, huh?
Oh
Like,
my
you know?
God. I would go crazy with B.
Yeah.
I would do something so iconic with her, it'd be
Mhm.
off the chain,
Oh,
man.
that's dope. Yeah. So that's cool. You have your top artists that you like and stuff, man. You know, and it's a little bit on the old school side too. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, with Kendrick Lamar actually on his most recent album, I think I don't know if it's called Whacked Out Murals, right? Or I don't know what the album's called, but he brought a lot of artists that are on the come up on those as features and stuff, and
Mhm.
some Hispanic artists as well too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know, that are like on the come up as well too. So
Yeah.
to me, I was like, wow, that guy is really giving opportunities out. You know,
That's wonderful.
like for
As
sure.
you should.
You know,
That's what it's supposed to be
yeah.
about.
I think on this album he did a lot for Hispanic. Like there was a lady that sings like a Hispanic girl, and he put her on the song "Whacked Out Murals." They had Lefty Gunplay on the song. He had Peso on the song, and these are Hispanic artists that are on the come up. Like in our genre of music, they're like at the top of the game in a way, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but they're not like superstars or anything, you know? Yeah, so it's just
I mean,
pretty
those
dope.
are, and that it just take a beautiful moment like somebody like Kendrick who's at a different level
Yeah.
to, give that open door in their hand, and next thing you know, they could blow up in their
Yeah,
own way.
because
It's not-
everybody else
not-
that's barely kicking it off, in my perspective, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, they got on the album. Like I can get on the album with Drake or
Yeah.
somebody, right? Like it doesn't have to be Kendrick Lamar, but they can
Mhm.
now dream like, oh, if I put in the work, I can get on that album with
Yeah.
with them
All things
and
are
shit.
possible.
Yeah,
All things are
definitely.
possible.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, so like, what do you got going on now? Like, what are you got any new music coming out?
Besides paying their rent.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. We all got to pay the rent, man.
Besides paying their
Yeah,
rent,
you know?
man. No, that paying their rent, and definitely I have new songs written now. I have songs sitting in the burner, like ready to be recorded.
Oh,
So
alright.
now lining up with new producers and things like that, and start running the new songs that I have written. I have stuff in my arsenal ready to go.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I have some really dope new stuff. I mean, amazing new things that I genuinely feel are gonna be, next big hits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like mostly singing or rapping or a combination
Both,
or
combination.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe in limitations.
Sure.
I'm a multifaceted, multidimensional artist
Mm-hmm.
and multidisciplinary artist. So I want to be able to use all those aspects of my gifts and what's been given to me,
Mm-hmm.
So there may be some beats that I hear that I'm like, man, I want to sing and create an R&B song, make you feel
Nice.
on the love
Mhm.
side. Then there may be a side where I may hit a banger and I'm like, and I start spitting on there because it's a different energy that comes from that song,
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be one of those first artists or I will be rather, let me say I will, that will change the barrier in music, and
Mhm.
break those genre lines. I
Oh,
wanna
nice,
say.
nice, cool.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. Have you ever done music with like Hispanics or anything like that? Or
I don't, but I have a song ready for one.
oh, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
like it would be. I mean, he's one of the most popular now, but of course, y'all Super Bowl boy who's coming up.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, man. I
Yeah.
have a song that I can hear Bad Bunny on for
Oh,
sure.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, man, controversy right there on the Super Bowl, but to me, it's like that's fire.
Yeah,
You
I
get me?
think
I
that's
was like
great.
any artist that it would have been. To me, it's just a great opportunity for them to be on that stage.
I do,
You get
and
me?
then for
And
the
it's
Latin
props
world,
to anybody, regardless of whatever race. Like when Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre were on there,
Oh,
I
epic.
was reliving my childhood, man. You get me? I was like,
Yeah.
man, and they see walking on the stage.
Yes,
They got Kendrick Lamar going crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just
that
like,
was
you know?
a really great show.
That's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
it did have that created a nostalgic feel. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Those are eras of music and rap music that you
Yeah.
can't there's nothing like it.
Yeah, yeah.
There won't be repeated like that.
For sure. Yeah, a show like that. And now they got Bad Bunny. They got my people coming on the Super Bowl show. I'm like, man, this is getting better and better. You
The
know?
Latin
And I
world
don't listen to
deserves
Bad
that.
Bunny's music
Really?
at all. Like
he's
I
hot.
got a feeling I can't even name one Bad Bunny song. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow.
That's crazy, right?
But I love it, his
But I know who
music.
he is.
Yeah.
Right. To me, I like him in that movie he came out.
Yeah.
Funny. I can't
The
think
one
of the
that,
name.
and the one that he was on the train. He played in a
Yeah,
couple
Bullet
movies.
Train, right?
Bullet
Yeah,
Train.
Bullet Train.
Yes.
He's one of the caddies on the new Adam Sandler movie. He was hilarious
Yes.
on that one.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Right? You get
yes.
me?
Billy Madison too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
commercials he's been doing. Like I kind of like that aspect a little bit more because I've never really heard his music, you know? So
Oh, Bad Bunny's great, man. He broke out into the acting world, and it's a while because I think at that point he didn't even speak English like that.
yeah, he does.
And then now he speaks English.
yeah, it's a trip, right?
Yeah.
You know?
He learned really quickly. It was actually phenomenal how quick he started to speak English. When he first came on, he didn't speak any English.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
had a translator.
Yeah, yeah.
And now he can speak English.
you can
in
hear his
movies.
accent and stuff too, you know?
Yeah.
So
But I
yeah.
enjoy his music, man.
So
I
shout
like
out
Bad
to
Bunny.
shout out to Bad Bunny doing his
Yeah.
thing, man. Get that Super Bowl money and that
And
fame.
I'm coming
and
for
shit,
you,
know?
papi.
Yeah, there you go. And, you know, to me, I haven't seen anything personally of him, but from his appearance and the way he's funny and all that, I feel like he is somebody to give opportunity to.
Absolutely.
You get me? I think that if
He's
you were
fought.
just able to get in touch with him somehow, I think he would. Because I mean, you got to think everybody's probably asking him and stuff, right? But I think if he heard music and he liked it, I think he would be like, "Oh yeah, let's do something."
I would love that.
You get me? For
I
sure.
definitely with this one song, it would merge. That's another way to break barriers,
Sure.
Because I grew up, I've dated plenty Latinos and
Yeah.
all that. Like I'm multicultural.
Yeah.
I'm not biased in
Yeah, sure.
who I date and things like that.
Okay, yeah.
That's something that's been a part of my childhood growing
Sure.
up too.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to blur those lines. Also, me being the artist that I am, working with somebody like Bad Bunny, I think will really open up the Latin world to, well, y'all already like certain rappers, but females
Sure.
and all that too.
Yeah.
It'll really blur the lines to open up, I want to say South America and all these other
Sure.
places that are far fetched outside of like Puerto Rico and Dominican
Yeah,
Republic.
yeah,
and
Mexico
things.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
It'll reach out to a broader audience like Argentina, like it'll just open like Venezuela, open
Sure.
up the doors for them to want more black artists and be open to them,
Yeah. No, definitely. And it's good that you have a plan, like you have some things that Marvin Clinch. Hi, Godmother.
Hey.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? How you doing?
He said, hey, Shorty earlier, but I missed that and stuff,
Oh, that's the Pops. What's up, Pops? Love you.
Oh, Pop's on here too, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for everybody that's, joining and supporting the interview today for sure,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been great. It's been great.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So anything else you want to point out? Anything to look out for, or what are your social medias and stuff like that?
Yeah, I would love for people. Y'all can follow me on my social media, Javani the Godmother. That's on all my platforms: TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And please, I'm growing. Tap in with me. There's a lot more to come.
Dope.
The train ain't stopping no time soon.
Yeah. What do you? What platform do you prefer?
I prefer Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram
and
and TikTok?
YouTube too. YouTube too. I'm growing more on my platforms on YouTube. I'm doing better with that one, but I'm more active on TikTok and Instagram right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do lives on TikTok and things like that,
Yes.
or on Instagram. Yeah.
And I'm gonna open the doors to YouTube a lot more.
Sure.
Because I started off doing more of vlogging on
okay.
YouTube. So
Sure.
now I'm learning to catch up with my short-term content and stuff like that on YouTube more than anything else.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Because I'm also documenting my life and things like that. So I have I have the vlogs on there documenting some of my journeys in LA.
Yeah. And then you got music on the way, definitely,
Oh, yeah,
right?
Definitely.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you making time for us, and coming out here and
Appreciate you
supporting
for
us with
having
your presence and giving us your story, man.
Yeah.
I'm back. I had to get liquor. Got to get liquored up, Reckless.
Shots.
That's what's up, man.
Is it shot o'clock where you at? Shot o'clock.
Yeah, for real. It's almost Friday, so
Yeah.
But so appreciate you making time for us. We wish you the best. We're locked in now, so I'll
Please.
definitely be promoting whatever you got coming our way, definitely to keep our audience in the know with you, and hopefully they go out and they follow you and they rock with you and stuff.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, why don't you talk to them while I go turn this off real quick.
All right.
Maybe you can tell them your Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely right. So make sure you guys follow me, Javania the Godmother. That's GYVANIATHEGODMUTHA, Godmother. You hear me? Got a little swag, so you gotta add that little to it. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to follow me on there. You know, lock in. Feel free to comment, follow. I do respond to comments and things like that. Shout out to West Coast LA. I appreciate y'all for having me so much. This has been a great experience for me to be able to do this, and I'm excited for the journey ahead for you guys and myself. So we definitely locked in. Thank you guys for all who tuned in and all the people who commented and things like that, man. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it so much. I hope to see you guys on my lives. I hope to see you guys on my social media platforms. And yeah, it's the Godmother, baby. You already know. Stay tuned.